All right, welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is Tim Kramer. I'm with Brian the Grizzly, and we are going to review the Bob's Burgers movie.
Yes.
Yeah, so it came out last week, and we debated whether or not we should do a double header, and we spent the entire time talking about Top Gun because we love that movie. Spoiler,
It's still great. It's still great, guys.
So we decided, we'll throw Bob's Burger in this week, and gives us something to talk about this week, before we get into Jurassic
Park Dominion. Oh my gosh, I can't wait.
So yeah. So next Monday live, we're gonna do Jurassic World. Good show, y'all. We just started, man. Just started.
You don't know, man. Told you.
Yeah.
That's why they asked the Harry Potter question.
Exactly. Exactly. So if you're watching our replay, which I'm guessing a lot of people are, make sure you check us out on Mondays live. We hang out before we do the review, or sometimes we even get in the review and stay in it for a long time, depending on how good the movie is. So this one I think shouldn't be too long with Bob's Burgers, the movie. Cool. You just want to watch the trailer and give us a quick rundown of what it is?
Sounds good. Let's do it.
All right. Cool.
All right.
Go for it.
A ruptured water main creates an enormous sinkhole right in front of Bob's Burgers, blocking the entrance and definitely and ruining the Belcher's plan for a successful summer. While Bob and Linda struggle to keep the business afloat, the kids try to solve a mystery that could save their family's restaurant. As the danger mounts, these underdogs help each other to find hope as they try to get back behind the counter. And that's kind of what happens. that's basically what it is. It's so much like what I appreciate about it is that it was just like a long episode.
Yeah. I didn't think it didn't try to be anything else. Yeah.
Exactly. It was what it was.
Yeah. So I'll bring this down. So since we're already talking about some of the good stuff, what else did you thought was pretty good on this one?
I love the animation. Computer animation background combined with the natural things you see in the show. I thought that was really cool. I love it. It knows what it is. It's aware of where their base is. So it didn't try to do something like the Simpsons movie, like I have a whole different type of thing. No, it's just like this is where we are. We do jokes every 5 seconds, punchlines every single time. Everyone's funny. I enjoyed that. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, and the kids were the best part of the show. Like just like in the regular show, Louise is the best part of the whole show. So whatever. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. I mean, they got the entire cast. I was kind of upset though that you didn't get oh my god, I can't remember her name. The sister, who's played by Megan Mullally. Megan Mullally.
Yeah.
That one kind of sucked.
But you understand why? I mean,
yeah. I mean, but they got everyone else. They got Paul Rudd to be a horse. It's like, well, that's why I'm like, what?
Paul Rudd's everywhere though. Come on.
He is.
I mean, Zach Galifianakis was.
Yeah, Zach Galifianakis. I mean, he's Felix. I mean, my whole thing is like how they got I can't think of his name. Like Chris Klein.
Kevin Klein.
Chris Klein.
Kevin Klein.
Kevin Klein. Yeah. Kevin Klein to be Mr. Fish Shoulder. It's just like, and for so long, we just appreciate it, Derpy. Thank you. I saw what you did. Appreciate it, man. But yeah, I thought it was the animation was good, like you said. It was they took the animation that was already there and just amplified it, to make it look kind of like the Simpsons kind of did the same thing. Yeah. Derby said, I'd rather watch the Simpsons movie than this Spider Pig. Yeah. What does this Spider Pig does? Yeah,
that was actually really funny when it first came out.
That was
Spider Pig. Yeah. Spider Pig does whatever a Spider Pig does.
Yeah, I mean that's really the best part of that movie. Where this, I'm like, I thought everything was. I thought it was good. It didn't, like you said, it didn't try to push being something else that it wasn't. It's like we're a TV show and we're making a movie. So we're just gonna make a long episode, you know. So
And it was fun, and that's the
mhm.
best. And if you like Bob's Burgers, you're just going to enjoy watching this movie.
Yeah, you have to be a fan for sure. Um, there's a lot of singing, but it was
Oh
singing,
my gosh, it was a lot of singing. Hour
but
40
it reminded
minutes
me
of
of
singing.
like, yeah, it was a lot. But all the songs were hilarious. The first song where Bob is nervous and he's talking about like him being nervous with diarrhea, like it gives him diarrhea. So like him and Linda are singing about like Bob's diarrhea. like, like I thought that was like just funny right off the bat.
But
Even
the
Luis.
songs were had a good groove to them. They
Yeah.
sounded good and were also funny, so that helps out. And yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but they reminded me not of musicals like West Side Story or anything like that. It reminded me of more Disney. It was like the song doesn't push the story one way. It just kind of like
Just
talks about
there.
that moment. Yeah. When they go to where all the carnies live. I forgot what it was called. Um, oh man, it had a funny name. But that's where all the carnies lived, and they did that song, and that song was awesome. I loved that song. Like I thought it was really well done. But I mean, I'll just say they surprised they got like just everybody. Jordan Peele came back as Fanny, which was
Yes.
I just love that Jordan Peele's Fanny. So yeah.
What'd you think about like the little plot twist?
At the end, yeah, so
Yeah.
so it was a murder mystery. No, not murder mystery. Not murder mystery.
It's
Well,
not
I
murder,
guess,
but
right?
I mean,
Yeah,
it was a dead body. I mean,
yeah,
long gone. But yeah, I guess yes, murder mystery, really.
yeah. But I mean, that's kind of like just to like break down the synopsis a little more. It was the hole happens, and then Luis needs to go down in the hole to prove she's not a baby or something like that.
Yeah.
And she falls down, yeah, and she finds she like as she's crawling out of the hole, it's all rainy. She pulls out like a corpse, so it's all bones, and the teeth go in her mouth. I thought that was hilarious.
Oh my God.
That was so funny. And she's like
Oh.
like choking on teeth, and she winds up keeping one, which is important later in the story, obviously. So yeah, and then it's kind of like a murder mystery, who did it, and everyone's blaming fish odor and this and that.
Yeah.
But I liked how they just did it. It was like Bob had his own issues with getting the restaurant,
And
and
keeping
needs
it
to pay the
going.
money.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
having a
Yeah,
sinkhole
yeah.
right there and eliminating people from being able to come into the restaurant. It was crazy. That hurt me personally.
Yeah. That's what the whole time he's like, oh no. Oh no. I thought that was like funny because like he does it all day. He's just staring out the window, and then he goes upstairs and stares out the window again. You're watching 1917 while stream is pulled up. Thank you, man. Let's keep us in the background. 1917 is a good movie too. It's wrapping up now. Yeah, the ending is the good part for sure.
I don't know. The good part, I mean, it's just humor. It's funny. It's quick witted. It's fun. It's clever. It's like, what does it remind me of? Like punchlines. What's that show on Comedy Central? Archer.
Oh yeah, whoa, yeah.
All those punchlines and everything, like but without having all the sex and everything. It was very family friendly, but same type of punchlines, quick witted things hitting you every so often. I thought that was great. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was laughing most of the time. Did you think that the plot was too dark? Because it wasn't just like the show was very fun, very just easy going. This was, I mean, as you said, it's a murder mystery. It's a little bit different.
Yeah. I mean, it got to a little bit of it being a little darker than the TV show, a regular show.
Mhm.
But it still wasn't like to the point where like a kid couldn't watch it. I don't think either, because I think Bob's Burger really runs that middle ground of like it's kid friendly, but it
it's
very
10 and
more
up.
adult.
I think it's 10
Yeah,
and up. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So, I mean, I guess not a kid, but
Yeah.
preteen. But yeah, yeah. I didn't think it got too dark with it, because there's other parts in the show that I think are more mature, maybe not as dark, but mature. So I think that handling this was pretty good. I liked it.
All right.
Yeah.
What things did you not like?
Man, honestly, I don't know, because I went in with like not a lot of expectations, and I love Bob's Burgers, so I'm a little biased on it. Um, I don't know what do you got that you don't like?
Uh, Not like it's hard. Like it's
Or
a little strong
like,
for me. I just thought it was maybe a little bit too many songs. It's a
yeah,
little
I can
bit,
see that.
and maybe like 10 minutes longer than it should have been. And like,
Yeah,
why is that? I mean, it is what it is. It's exactly what I expected it to be. It was just an episode of Bob's Burgers. A little bit. I said a lot more singing than I thought, but it was fine. I thought the plot was good. I thought little twists were fine. I like I like the characters. Everything was good.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess the one part that, like I said, I didn't like was not having the sister or the
sister.
aunt there.
Yeah,
But that was probably more Megan Milani, or I say her name, was probably not available. But she's so hilarious. She's so freaking funny, and I love that she's the sister, because she has the same kind of like scratchy voice that that Linda does, and and she's annoying with the cat lady. It's just, I love her, and she wasn't not being in it. Kind of like, I'm like, you guys gotta squeeze her in somewhere. But I don't know. That might have been a little too much at times, because she does take up a lot of attention away from the main
yeah.
story.
And
But
she's slower talking and I said they were hitting punchlines
yeah,
consistently.
yeah,
Like man, they're firing jokes like left and right.
yeah, yeah. It was not too bad, but I think it just focused so much on the family and the fish odors, and those are really the only people. Like, you didn't get a lot of the classmates, you didn't get a lot of anything else besides the Belchers and the fish odors, and that's
Yeah,
kind of all you had.
yeah.
So you didn't get the school, you didn't get, you know, eh, like even the guy, Jimmy
Some of the
Pesto.
regulars, some of the regulars
Yeah,
you didn't get much of at all.
yeah. So, but it's not, it didn't ruin it for me, because I think it had its story and it kept on the story, um, with stuff like that. But
No,
yeah,
it was enjoyable. Just in
thank you, Derpy.
when you think about it, it was enjoyable movie. I mean,
Yeah,
if you went in knowing you're gonna watch Bob's Burgers, you left saying, "Yeah, that was good," like just like that, just like yeah, that was good.
yeah.
I enjoyed that.
So there is a post credit scene. Did you stay after and see it?
I did not
No, you're probably
really.
good. It's not really worth it. It's really not worth it, because like, now I'm just in the habit of, as the credits are rolling, I'm like, is there a deleted scene? Real quick, and
I didn't even think about. It. I was just like, all right, yeah, okay,
I
that was
you know
good.
well, now, yeah, it's technically Disney, so I can only
Oh,
find them out report. Yeah, yeah, appreciate that, Derpy. Um, but yeah, so I'm just gonna spoil it. Spoiler warning. I need to make an animation for spoiler warning. It's literally Tina on Jericho with 3 zombies and oh my god, Jimmy Jr.
hmm
with no pants on. And it's just them writing, and it's like 10 seconds long. Like, that's it. That's all it was. It was
Did we
just
see
them all.
that?
Well, they weren't on the horse together. The zombies were on their own
Oh,
horse,
yeah, yeah.
and Jimmy Jr. and Tina were on Jericho. But now all of them were on
All the
Jericho,
way
and
on Jericho. Okay.
and Jericho's obviously Tina's make believe horse. That's
Uh,
voiced by Paul Rudd, which is hilarious. It's just like Paul Rudd literally does does everything.
dude, he's literally in everything. He's man.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, that's all it was. So it's really not worth it. It's not worth the waiting.
I would be mad if I waited for 10 minutes and saw that. I'll be like, really, guys? This is
we-
it.
my girlfriend looked at me and she goes, "Really?" I was like, I didn't know. It just like because I look for non-spoiler, like, yes. He goes, if you're a Tina fan, stay afterward. I'm like, oh, okay. Not worth it. It was funny. Yeah, okay. But yeah,
That's
not worth it. Yeah, man, but yeah, I guess that was another dislike. Definitely got me.
Don't make me wait for 10 minutes for nothing. Come on, guys.
But you want to get into our reviews then, or
yeah, I think so. I mean, it was fun. It's pretty straightforward. I enjoyed it. So let's do our rating.
All right. Let me pull this up. All right. So a quick rundown. So here on the Nerd Huddle, we break things down, or Spoiler Kings, I'm sorry, on the Nerd Huddle. We break things down 3 ways. We do a now, which means drop what you're doing, go watch it now. It's worth it. Later means you can wait, a few weeks, wait till it comes on streaming, stuff like that. And then never means you just skip it altogether. It's not worth even the time of day. So that being said, what are you gonna give this one, Brian?
All right. As far as how I rate Bob's Burgers, the movie, I like it a lot. So people that enjoy Bob's Burgers, the show, this is a definite now. Okay. But I have to remember that I just reviewed Maverick the week before. And it's a different type of now. Like it's now, but it's a different type of now. This is it's enjoyable, and you're really going to enjoy the show as much as you can. I mean, it's funny. It's a good time. I left, when you go to a movie and you're a little tired and run down, it's just been like a tough week. I watched the movie and I walked out loving it, and just feeling in a good movie. It reminded me of when I watched Master Talent. Unbearable Weight of Master Talent. That's what it reminded me of. Like you walk out and you're just like, yeah, that's good.
Like,
that was really good.
Feel a little better. Yeah. It didn't change your life, but you feel good.
Yeah. But you need that sometimes. And so it's definitely a now, but understand that you have to be, in the mood sometimes to watch it.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about you?
So real quick, Derpy said it's later for him because I'm not really interested at the moment, which is yeah. Derpy came in doing work today on the chat.
I know.
We're getting a lot of spam bots for some reason. So I'm gonna look at that later. But Derpy's holding it down for us, so we appreciate it, Derpy. But yeah, so yeah, Derpy gave it a later. I'm gonna say it's a now if you're a fan of Bob's Burgers. If you're just a casual kind of person, you go into the movies or you kind of seen just a few shows, it's probably gonna be more of a later. So me being biased, I am a fan. I've seen all the episodes. I watch it on Hulu all the time, on my DVR. Like they're all recorded, so I go back and watch them all whenever. So yeah, so I would say it's a later if you're not really that big of a fan or you're kind of a casual fan. But if you like it, it's a now because it's one long episode, and it's fun, But even if Derby saying agree, yeah. So and I think that's just how this show is too, like if you're a fan, you're gonna appreciate it. But for just a casual kind of person, probably later because I think you can go see it when you have some downtime. Like this past weekend was probably the perfect time to go see it. Like Top Gun just finished. Jurassic Park is coming, or Jurassic World's coming out next week. There's really nothing this one week. Bob's Burger was the perfect movie to see in between these movies.
As I said, because we have all these TV shows going on right now, so much content out there, it was a good, refreshing time. Just a time, fun. The one to think about, I think, is not too serious of a content or anything like that. You're just enjoying what it is. So yeah. I'm 100% in agreement with you.
Yeah, I think it's like you said, like since there's so much stuff going on and out, like you can go see Bob's Burgers, and like you didn't need to see the TV show to see this. You didn't. There was like everything else out now. You had to see season 1, 2, and 3, or you had to see the 20 movies before see Doctor Strange. Jurassic Park, same thing. Top Gun. You could probably not see the first one and still get graded, but I mean, just that one was super great. But yeah, like this, you can just go in and enjoy it, and just come out and like, oh, that was a fun hour and a half or whatever it was. So yeah, so I'm kind of giving it a now and a later. I don't know if that's cheating, but whatever.
I'm all for that.
Yeah. But Rotten Tomatoes,
they loved it, right? No,
yeah,
Rotten Tomatoes loved this.
Yeah, so the tomato meter, which is the critics, gave it an 87%, which is your critics, 130 critics, 87%. That's really good. And then the audience, which not surprised by the audience, 1,000 verified ratings, 90%. So that I kind of knew what was going to happen.
The people that go in to see this movie are the ones who know what Bob's Burgers is. You're not just going to movies like, Bob's Burgers, that's the one we're gonna go see. Like, no, you know what it is. And that's why anyone who knows what it is, they're gonna go in and watch it and love it.
Mm-hmm.
That's just what it is.
So I was more surprised by the critics. So I thought the critics were gonna be like, "Oh, this is just a long episode. It's stupid." But yeah, well, 87%. I was like, okay, so it's just one of those things going an hour and 42 minutes. So, like you said, they probably could have shaved off 10 minutes.
Yeah. But then if they did that, that's just 3 episodes. So at least you prolong it just to say, well, no, it wasn't really just 3. It's a full movie.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. And then the box office did pretty good. It got
29.3 million or something like that.
Yeah. Something like that. I just had it and I lost it. Yeah, opening weekend it did 12 million, 12.5-ish million, which isn't too bad. Not too bad. But altogether it's been out for 2 weeks and it's at 22 million domestically. So doing better this week, which makes sense. Like I just said, no one's gonna go see it last week with Top Gun going out. Unless like you're a crazy person like me and you, like I saw Top Gun and then the next day I went to go see Bob's Burgers.
So, I waited 2 days, so
yeah. You waited. I waited maybe like 12 hours in between seeing both movies. But yeah. So yeah, not too bad of a return for basically a show. Yeah, Derpy was telling me what I tell you about Top Gun Maverick. Oof, boy,
best movie of the year so far.
Yeah. If you're watching on replay, go check out our review of because we do a long review of Top Gun because it's just that good, and we kind of get into it, and then we get into the whole spoiler ending, big ending part. Is a whole separate video as well. But I think that video is doing pretty good on our channel.
It is.